Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. I'm Sam Adavi coming to you this week from the 10th annual Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. This is gonna be one awesome car.
And I said, it doesn't even run yet. And look at it now, it's amazing.
The Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion is the largest Jeep show in the country. This year, they are celebrating their 10th anniversary, and it's a massive event. The Lokar Center in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee is home of this incredible show. 3 full days of showing off your Jeep while hanging out with all your new friends in the Jeep community. Romero, your Jeep really caught my eye because of the chameleon paint and the flames. That is really cool. Old school. What year was that done?
1996.
And it's original to 96. It's that old.
That old.
Man, it looks so good. It looks like you just recently did it.
1952. The body and the frame is the original frame. The frame is boxed. We put a stroker motor, 383, 600 horsepower. We put the nitrous, 150 shot. We change the brake for white bull brakes.
Yeah.
We put these nice seats.
So what did it start its life as?
It was a racing mud truck.
Mud racing, really?
Mud racing,
wow.
yeah.
You don't do any more mud racing, but you're a crew chief of a team.
Yeah.
So this mud racing, is it a road course or is it a straight line?
No. So the racing we're doing in California is rocks and desert.
Oh, wow.
No mud.
Like an endurance race.
Like an endurance race. Yeah,
Really?
exactly.
I bet that sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
That is
a
so
lot of
cool.
fun.
So how much horsepower do you think this makes with the 383? About 450?
600
600.
Yeah.
Is that before the nitrous or after?
before.
Wow.
This is
That's
like
impressive.
750
Yeah.
with nitrous.
I love the suspension. I loved how you added the steering, and you're right. Willwood has come such a long way with adding brakes to so many applications.
Exactly.
You got to have brakes. You got to
Yeah,
stop.
I have to stop. A lot of people not thinking about that. Put a lot of power, but not thinking about the brake.
We are here at the 10th annual Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I'm here with the 2 coolest guys today, especially the promoters of the show, Kevin Carlson and Justin Murray, and they got something very special to share with you guys today.
Well, the city of Pigeon Forge gave us a proclamation from the mayor giving us the Pigeon Forge Kevin Carlson Day.
And Justin Murray Day.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's great.
That's because what you guys have done with this city, the Lokar Center, growing it the way it is, with your Jeep Invasion show that's been going for 10 years now.
Yeah, it's been a huge economic impact for the city.
Every time you come, you see new Jeeps, new people, new enthusiasts, new people who are getting into the sport, coming out here and getting ideas.
Yeah.
And just when you think you've seen everything, every year you see a whole bunch more. And you wonder, man, you guys really go home and think, how can we be different? And they do it for this show. Everyone gets ready for this show. A lot of custom work out there.
Yes, sir.
Family oriented. This is the
Correct.
one sport where the wives are totally included and the men don't get jousted because they've spent too much money.
Yeah, and it's not just the wife, it's the kids.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
They see the Jurassic Park Jeep, and then they just fall in love
Absolutely. And I want to congratulate you guys on a great success.
Here's the
Thank
10
you,
more.
Sam.
And exactly
10 more.
And the
Many
fact
more.
that you have your own day, and I'm standing here next to the 2 guys whose day is today,
Yep.
is very special. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show brought to you by Appalachian Backroads.
So in the 68 Chevelle, as you can see, we've got the Clayton Machine Works door handles, window cranks, and vent window cranks. On Sam's Garage, we were going to do the door handles, but we couldn't because the ones we had wouldn't fit, which is good for R&D. So we brought it back, and you've seen the outcome that we have on the door handles with the Clayton Machine Works. We want to incorporate that into the Lokar liners with the Lucille and the other Lokar stuff that we have. So we have them for early GM Ford and also the late model stuff, the Ford and GM as well. Another thing that we've touched on is feedback from the customers. We have the end of the handle that doesn't rotate. Well, we fixed that. So the handles do rotate when you're cranking the lever, and that'll be a lot more comfortable. So check us out online for new products that's going to count.
Rio, is he funny? No, is he funny? There we go, Rio, awesome.
This is the first cab over Jeep I've seen coming to the show 5 years now, and I'm gonna have Dennis tell us all about it.
This is a 1958 FC 170, and my wife and I built this thing from the bottom up.
Every nut and bolt.
Every nut and bolt. You look, they're all shiny.
What it looked like when you got it back from the sandblaster.
Oh my goodness. My neighbor saw this when I got it back from the sandblaster, and he walked into the garage and he says, Dennis, what you should have done when you come across the Tennessee River is stop and push that into the river and come on home, because it was a wreck. It was unbelievably bad.
This is so cool.
That's one of the features about the FC 170. Come with a 9-foot bed, and on the back I've got a PTO winch all the way up to the transfer case on the four-wheel drive side.
That is so cool, man.
Yes. Presidential red was the color. However, my wife and I got done with it. I wanted to farm the paint out because I didn't know anything about it, and it was roughly $1,000 a gallon. Took it to the painter and he said, Dennis, I can put a shiny paint job on there, but it's going to cost you a lot more money than you probably want to spend. So he said that use the flat red. If you have a little injury on it, scuff it up and paint it, and never see it again.
And there's nothing like having your right-hand man be your wife.
Oh, yeah.
They help the best, and they don't yell at you later for spending the money.
Oh,
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Ralph, this is your first Jeep invasion here at the Great Smoky Mountains, right?
It is. I watched Joe last year with Lokar, and I said, I got to get down there. We came from Michigan.
Yep.
We brought our original 60 Willys Jeep truck. I restored it. It's got fenders off of a station wagon. It's got doors off a truck in Texas. It's just a hodgepodge of parts. The grill guard there is from a station wagon. Jeep made a station wagon that from here forward is the same as the truck.
Really?
Yeah, you can use all these parts off of another vehicle.
Is the color original, or did you pick that color?
This is supposed to be royal blue metallic, and then the white is actually called originally Palm Beach Ivory, and we got that duplicated right down to it. So these are original colors, but I can't say they're perfect.
Got it, but it looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
What about the engine in this?
This has a flathead 6. Willys called them Super Hurricanes. That's a 105 horsepower.
Wow. And that's original to the chassis?
This is an original engine, yeah. It takes 2 years.
2 years,
2 years
not
to
bad.
restore it, and then it takes a year to forget.
So was it worth driving all the way down from Michigan to this show?
Oh yeah, we love it down here.
Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Thank you so much for driving all the way down, Ralph. This is a beautiful truck.
Thank you.
We have to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show. Welcome back to the Lokar Car Show, brought to you by Appalachian Backroads.
your showcase has arrived, and now is the time for you to set it up. And it's really easy. Simply roll your showcase out, fold it right, fold it left, and get your pump ready. You're going to locate the inflation valve in the back corner. Simply hook up your pump with a simple twist lock, turn the pump on. In 3 to 5 minutes, the showcase will be fully inflated. There's really not a lot of hand-holding to do at this point. Just let the pump do the work. You may have to grab a tube and shift it over if there's a kink, but otherwise the pump will fully erect the showcase. Once it's fully upright, the pump will automatically shut off. That's a sign that we've reached full pressurization. At that point, we're going to disconnect the pump, put the valve back in, close the valve on the outside. Now you're going to walk inside and you're going to bring your extension cord through the port and the back panel, and you're going to plug in your pump. Once the pump is plugged back in, now open up the inside valve and hook up the pump. This is to ensure your showcase is always going to be at full inflation. It'll go on and off when necessary. Now your fan is all hooked up, we got continuous airflow, and you're going to change the air about 5+ times an hour. Now it's time to enjoy. We preserve and protect and present the finest vehicles in the world, and yours is.
You know, Richard, from a distance, I have a 50 caliber Desert Eagle handgun, but your 50 caliber is just a little bit bigger. And this is the first old school Willys that I've seen with the gun on it.
This is a Vietnam Air. It's a 1967 M151A1 Mutt, military utility tactical truck. It's just a lot of fun, and I'm here to represent the Vietnam Air. I purchased it in February, and actually this is the second time it's been out in public since doing some restoring and making it look nice and actually represent the Air. A fording kit is the 2 pipes that you see sticking up. This way, this vehicle can actually go into the water, and the water is not getting into the engine or affecting the exhaust, and you can continue to go amphibious.
What about that number?
Those numbers are special to me because when I served in the Marine Corps, I was with Anglico, Air Naval Gunfire Liaison Company, and those numbers from a friend of mine that knew somebody in the Vietnam area, a Navy corpsman that was attached to Subunit 1, which was an Anglico unit. He sent me pictures of one of his Jeeps from Vietnam, and that was one of the numbers.
That is so cool. And that is cool that you put it on the Jeep itself. What a representation of the military, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing it out. That
my
gun
pleasure.
up there really tops this thing off.
Yeah, I love it. It's
so
fun.
Cool. I'm here with Christopher, and behind me he's got a very cool rig that he has outfitted. He's been a long-time technician in dealerships, but he decided he's gonna go mobile, and this is what he's built. I wanna let him tell us about it.
It's a 1982 Jeep J10.
Okay.
That's what they call a FSJ, or a full-size Jeep.
Full-size
So
Jeep.
they had a full series. The Wagoneers were one of them, Cherokee, and of course your pickup trucks. Part of the FSJs, they had a military contract for Vietnam, the Kaiser M715. So the bed and front fenders and various other body panels were taken from a Vietnam Kaiser.
Got it. And so you took this and you outfitted it to make it yours, to where you can go and work on everyone's vehicles. What kind of tools do you got here?
Put all the hand tools on this side. I've moved them to the passenger side of the truck, so if I do a roadside, I'm not on the traffic side.
Very smart.
To get to my tools. The other side of the truck, so I got power tools.
I noticed that you got every battery, you got the chargers.
So this multi-trips is done on the passenger side.
Now what do you got rolling out in the back?
Yeah, so in the back I have a Honda generated DC welder.
Yeah.
My jacks and lifts. I actually have a full onboard air compressor in the back that's powered by my welder. To get things accessible and keep the exhaust out, I just made a slide out. So I'm able to get to my tools easier.
Mobile mechanics are very, very rare to find today. I'm finding a good one like yourself who's been doing it for how long?
22 years.
22 years, very
Yes, sir.
impressive. Thank you so much, Christopher, for showing us your truck. This is a real pleasure.
Yes, sir, thank you.
And this is exactly how this Jeep would have looked in Vietnam with the original 50 cal machine gun on it. That's pretty cool. We'll be right back with more of the great Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion. It's amazing to see how much hard work and creativity goes into these Jeeps. There's no better place to get good ideas for your rig There's a ton of vendors inside the Lokar Center with some awesome Jeeps on display, while outside it's like a Jeep party with even more vendors, food and music.
Kevin, I know you got to be really excited about this year's turnout. This is absolutely record-breaking. Even the mayor recognized it. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the mayor approached us today and just came out and wanted to say thank you for bringing all these people into town for the Jeep invasion. And as you can see behind us, the lines this year are just incredible. And we're breaking records. You know, it's our 10th anniversary. You know, what else would you expect for the Great Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion?
Absolutely.
You know?
This is the 10th anniversary. I've been coming here 5 years and I've been seeing it grow.
Yep.
And seeing more and more people coming from more parts of the country, further away to be here and bringing their young kids as they grow up and getting them enthusiastic in the Jeep community.
Exactly. So, you know, we spoke to some of our vendors today. We had a few vendors that said they had some from the Bahamas and also Australia. And it really shocked us.
That is amazing. To come from overseas is really a compliment. Now, I heard about a Bronco show coming out in 2023.
For all you Bronco enthusiasts, August of next year in 2023, we're going to be bringing the first Bronco invasion into Pigeon Forge. So check us out. We'll be on Facebook. We'll be moving the lower portion outside of our vendor lot upstairs to the outside portion. It's going to be 25% larger next year.
You're going to need it because it's going to grow that much. So you guys make sure to put the Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion on your roster to check out annually, because there is so much to see at this show. You'll absolutely love it, and it's for the entire family. Thank you so much, Kevin. You do a great job. I appreciate it. Craig, what an absolute eye catcher. From a distance, you can see your Jeep with the front end conversion, the graphics on the side, the backdraft, and all the fireman rigging. Tell us about your Jeep.
It's a 2016 JKU. It started out as a 4-door, and just over a period since 16, we've converted it and done a little at a time. It's a passion.
And you did it yourself?
I did everything but the paint.
Right.
But I will tell you, I've got a whole lot of IOUs. This was only about 3 weeks ago we got this finished.
Now, what kind of powertrain does it have?
It's still got the factory 3.6 in it, but it is supercharged.
I love all the lighting on this. I love the 2 carbon fiber bottles in the back with all that rigging. What do you got in that?
Those are actually from the fire department. They are air packs.
And you've been a firefighter for how long now?
29 years.
And you're a volunteer as well. I mean, that is a big thing, you know? That's really special. What size tires you got on this thing?
It's got 38s on it.
Wow, what gears do you have?
It's got 488s in it.
Probably drives just like factory with that supercharger especially. You can actually feel the power.
Yeah,
it's very important to change the gears when you add wheels and tires.
We also put Dana 60s underneath of it, so we don't have to worry about the little rear ends and stuff in it. It's got Dana 60s to handle the power.
You did the whole thing. You did the whole 9 yards. Good for you. And you saved a bunch of IOUs. That's
well,
awesome.
I saved a bunch, but I still have a bunch.
Maybe somebody could help them out with those IOUs out there. I'm a bird lover. I have an African gray at home. He's my best friend. And I'm over here at the Jeep Invasion and I saw all these birds, so I had to stop, talk to Fletcher about why he's here.
We're with Parrot Mountain and Gardens. And what's Parrot Mountain, you might ask? It's located here in the Great Smoky Mountains. There's over 800 birds up there. You can feed them, hold them, get your pictures taken with them. They got an area, you walk into this big netted area, you walk in, these birds are gonna fly and land all over you guys. It's unreal. You get to the top of the mountain, have a waterfall. It is amazing. At the end of the tour, this is the icing on the cake right here. Are you ready? They have the baby birds in the nursery. You can hold the babies, cuddle with them, and you can even take one home if you like.
There is nothing like holding a bird close to a bird like the one that you had upside down on your hand, petting his stomach. So cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. At Parrot Mountain, we're a sanctuary, so if people can't take care of their birds no more, we give them a home for life. Really? So like, you know, whatever reason they're sick, whatever reason, we take them in, we give them a home for life up there.
Well, you know, birds are a lot of maintenance. They outlive their owners.
Yes, because like this guy right here can live 50 to 70 years, as same as this guy right here.
Seeing the family out here with
sir.
all the birds on them, and I had to ask them, I'm like, have you guys ever handled birds before? Like, no. I'm like, man, you guys are pretty gutsy letting this one be on your shoulder, because if this was my African gray, my ear would be gone.
Oh yeah, no, these birds are well trained. Yes, sir, it takes a lot of time and patience.
Ever in the area, please make sure to check out the sanctuary, because there's nothing like handling a bird and making them a best friend. Well, I had another great time here at the 10th annual Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. Another huge record turnout. So many Jeeps. I saw a couple that I haven't seen ever. Join us next week when we bring you more from the Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. For me, that's a wrap.